Hello and welcome to week 3 in English 101. I'm going to start by going over the course schedule and then I'm going to highlight some of the resources and the assignment that you'll be doing this week. Some of you may notice that I've added some resources to the schedule. I did just create these APA title page, references page, and citations videos. They are specifically geared for this semester and the reading that you're doing, Struggle for Smarts, and the assignment that you're currently working on. This references page video shows you step by step exactly how to create the references page for your draft, for your progress check, as well as writing the embedded citations that you'll need for your progress check. And actually the title page too. All 3 of these videos are specifically designed to help you complete this week's assignment. So please do take the time to watch those videos. Unless you're completely comfortable with APA formatting and don't need any help. So what I'm asking you to do this week is to read about developing the first draft. So these are the pages that are in the course. We're using these in place of a textbook, so I do expect that you will read the material. Hopefully it will become useful for you as you work through the assignments. The list of activities for this week involves developing a first or a rough draft of your personal essay. That's this progress check that I can't talk. That's the progress check that you'll be doing this week. So if we look at the assignment, you'll see what I'm asking you to do is submit your first draft of the Unit 1 personal essay. Should be 2 to 3 pages at this length, not including the title page and the references page. I will be giving you some written feedback on your draft so that you can then be ready to turn in the final essay, which is going to be due next week. So for now, we're asking you to develop a first draft of your personal essay. And in order to do that well, I would like you to look at a few resources in the course before you start writing. The first one is the personal essay rubric. And this rubric goes over all of the information that you need to have in order to earn an exemplary in each one of these metrics. So I'm looking at your introduction, whether or not you have a good hook, attention getter, and some identifying information, 10 points for your thesis. The content of your paper is worth 20 points. Your conclusion is worth 10. How well you've organized your essay is worth 10. The APA formatting elements are worth 10 points. Have your ideas been developed well? That's worth 10 points, as is your grammar and standard written English, as well as some evidence that shows you've made revisions between the rough draft and the final draft. So the rubric is important for you to take a look at and be familiar with. I also want you to be looking at, and on the schedule, that's this next link here, I also want you to be looking at the sample essays. So there's a sample first draft, a sample grading comments, and a sample final copy. So I'm not going to go over these in great detail, but I do want you to see that there is a full sample draft of an essay written. Just glancing at it, I can tell you right now that the title page looks a little bit different from the one that I've set up, but only because I have asked you to put the title down here. It's really a small change, not that important either way. So there is a sample essay for you to review, as well as some sample instructor grading. You'll see that there are some comments on the sample. My comments might look like this. They might look a little bit different, but I will be giving you written feedback on your draft, and then you'll make those edits and changes in order to submit your final copy. So there's a sample of that as well. Back to the course calendar, the rest of the resources on here are about APA formatting and how to paraphrase. So this information over here will cover most of the APA style resources and citing your sources. It's the same information, just presented in different ways. This one about paraphrasing might very well be useful for you if you're not super familiar with how to talk about someone else's work in your own words. If you want some exercises and some examples of how to do that well, these paraphrasing resources are going to be absolutely valuable for you as you work on this assignment this week. So just to recap, there's some information about drafting APA resources, and then I'd like you to make sure that you're looking at the sample essay and the sample rubric, the sample essay and the essay rubric in order to complete your rough draft. The rough draft is due on the 14th. It does need to be submitted as a Word doc into the course. Let me know if you have any questions as you're working through this process, and I'll be happy to help.